Hey Pisces, it's your girl Jay V. Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2021. It's funny because I promise it's always accidental when it comes to coffee. I accidentally have consumed a half a shot of espresso today. Excuse me. So I was like all hopped up and like getting ready and like getting shit done. And then I was like leaning into like your energy to like get ready. And then it came a moment where I was like, fuck, why am I procrastinating? And then I was like, oh, Pisces. And I know that you are done with being associated with that. And so it's like, do something about it. I love you. But Pisces, this is cardinal earth. And so it is important to not only prepare, but take care of yourself well enough so that you can sustain that preparedness. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising. They're rolling out slowly. For daily tarot readings, check out my Instagram, justj_everything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. Patreon gets everything first, patreon.com/justjeverything. And so, Pisces, for you, I'm trying to keep astrological notes as short as possible. So Pisces, for you, the main thing that's happening here is you're getting Jupiter, which you are traditionally ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. And so for you to be getting Jupiter in your sign, this is like very like, look at God. Like those kind of moments, like back and forth, where it's just like, okay, I didn't see a way being made, but thanks. Like benevolence. Good luck. Opportunities probably to gamble, opportunities to take risks and have them really work out. So happy Gregorian New Year. Most of you know what I think, that the real New Year is in Aries season in the spring. And astrologically, I feel like for Pisces, on January 17th, the full moon in Cancer is going to be really poignant for everybody, but especially because it's for you, because it's going to be happening in your fellow water sign. And I do feel like there are things that you get to release in regards to the mother, in regards to the womb, in regards to your home, in regards to your living situation. Things that I feel like have been impacting you on a soul level, Pisces. Updates in regards to the parents. Something may be going on with the living situation, with your mother's living situation or your parents' living situation, that kind of thing. Collectively, we all need to be really paying attention to. Either way, with the full moon, let me not just skim over that. Sorry, I'm still recovering. I'm still like a little under the weather, I suppose. I just need to own that. That could be a thing, like owning your capability, owning your energy, owning if you're tired, if you need a break, that kind of thing. For the full moon in Cancer, I do feel like it could be a hypersensitive or hyper emotional one. So allow yourself to release like fears around motherhood, fears around parenthood, fears around femininity. That's going to translate differently for all of you. It's a general reading. Anyway, on January 18th, Uranus is going direct in Taurus. And on that same day, the North Node is shifting into Taurus. And it's just like there are some revolutionary changes that are coming in, and it's going to manifest differently for all of us. But I do feel like it is a great time to keep your eyes wide open, pay attention. Situational awareness is really important. Being able to read the room, which you guys are definitely able to do, but I feel like it's a skill or something is going to come in and really like work for you. Hydrate. Light it if you got it. So we're asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Capricorn season 2021. First card out, 3 of Wands reverse. I just heard false start. So there may be something that is like push-pull, feeling distanced from a fire sign, feeling distant from something that you've set in motion, maybe with a fire sign or set in motion for yourself in the future. And the way to really get this upright is to start being more practical about your passions, start being more consistent, start being more diligent, more structured. That's going to help you get out of survival mode. That's going to really help you get out of that like fight or flight or anxious kind of place, Pisces. I do feel like you are, you need to access, you need to harness your willpower, but it just may be, I feel like now it's going to be easier to really like turn this, to like harness your energy in the right direction. Because for some of you, I feel like there's something that you started that maybe you stopped or that you've taken a break from, or it could be something that you've been passionate about or something that you were really proud of initiating. And there is a need to, there's a need to like just honor your rhythms, honor your circadian rhythm. I think that's something that's very important for Capricorn season and going forward into 2022. I just saw my lucky number. Yeah, I do feel like it's going to be a lucky time for you guys. 727. And that could be a number for something or for someone. 777. Variations of 7. I just saw 747. So, okay. I think that's also important too, paying attention to the signs and wonders, the symbolism. You have the capacity, you have to really like think beyond. And I feel like that's something that you're needing to lean into. That's a skill that you're needing to harness. But I do feel like this is a season to get back or start getting back in motion, whatever it is that you set in motion that you stopped doing. That's going to be different for all of you. Also, there may be some sort of like distance felt from someone that has Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, because I feel like they are really getting in motion or setting stuff in motion as well. And just because there's distance doesn't mean anything's wrong. I feel like this is the season to really like prepare to get things like moving forward. So either way, prioritize being more structured with your energy, Pisces. All right. Deep breath. Pisces. And 2 of Swords. I'm going to just keep shuffling so they can just come on out. Ooh, I had to look down and I saw the Devil peeking out. So Devil at the center of the reading. Let's just keep going. Honoring your emotions. I feel like it's time, Pisces, for you to prioritize yourself. Prioritize yourself so you don't explode or implode. Or so you don't like relapse, or so you don't like, I feel like some of you maybe like don't play about your mental health. Don't play about addictions, or don't play about isolation. Pay attention to your friends or the people around you that are isolating or that way. There may be someone with Capricorn or Aquarius placements that you may not be seeing things clearly, or they may be like going into a deceptive state, or an addictive state, or just being like not themselves in some sort of way. Or you may not be seeing like what's really going on in regards to them. So I feel like if there's someone with Capricorn or Aquarius placements, I'll say Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Capricorn placements that you're like responsible for, or that your spidey senses are tingling about. Like, there is something that I feel like you're not seeing clearly about them. And we'll dig into that in the Patreon plunge, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Let's see, the final two cards. 10 of Wands reverse. Nice, I like that, because I do feel like there is less effort. Some of you may have been, okay, I feel like you've been putting a lot of energy into maybe this relationship or this addiction, or escaping some sort of toxic attachment, maybe a job, or a job environment that is really siphoning your energy, or something. It's going to be different for all of you. But I do feel like what's coming up is like you're now understanding that I feel like this person doesn't want you to make decisions for them anymore, or you're not able to make decisions for them anymore because you may be biased in some sort of way. That could be something that's going on. It's going to be different for all of you. I'm just letting it flow. I do feel like there is some kind of like skirt kind of moment where it's just like you realize that you are putting too many eggs in a basket that you shouldn't be putting this many eggs in. Final card. All right. Pisces. Final card, final message. But I like the 10 of Wands because I do feel like this is a conservation of energy that eventually ends up coming up. There is a brand new cycle in how you exert your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy. And it's going to look like you rerouting, you going in a different direction. And this is what a better season to do it. This is cardinal Earth, which is Capricorn initiates winter. Cardinal season initiate their season. And so I do feel like going into winter, you really start to step into your power. Outside of what sign this is, or if this is a Capricorn or an Aquarius or an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it's like there is a new direction that you end up going in. And I do feel like that new direction for some of you, if you're not careful, this could be diving into escapism or addiction, or but it also could be something as nice as like exploring BDSM, diving deeper into your sexuality. Maybe all of a sudden you're spending a lot of time having sex, or you're spending a lot of time all caked up, or this is like cuffing season also. You know what I mean? So just like pay attention to how you're harnessing your time and what you're creating. What foundations you're setting in your relationships by spending this amount of time with these people. Like your consistency with people. You know what I mean? Okay, so for example, what's coming up, I feel like some of you are in a relationship where you just want it to be friends with benefits, or you just want it to be fun, or you know what I mean? And because you're seeing each other like so often, it's starting to feel a lot like a relationship. It's starting to smell a lot like love, or like infatuation, that kind of thing. And so you got to really also, if you don't want a baby, you better wrap it up. And you spending this much time in whatever addiction, or it doesn't have to be addiction. It also could be power, rising up. You may be spending a lot of time at work. It's like if you're spending a lot of time at work, it's like, yeah, you're making all this money, but you may be like worn the fuck out, and you need to be careful about burning out, Pisces. In Capricorn season, you need to be careful about burning out. So ultimately what I'm telling you is that there's got to be this reevaluation of how you're exerting your energy. You need to like be able to budget your energy, just like budgeting your social interaction, budgeting your familial interaction. I only woke up with this many fucks, and I need to be honest about that. Let that be your thing. Pisces, I only woke up with this many fucks, and today I can only divvy out and allot this many 6.2 to work, to, you know what I mean, to family, to this relationship, to, you know what I mean? Like, allow yourself to budget your energy. Nice. Look. Because if you budget your energy, I was just splitting the deck, about to shuffle. Because if you budget your energy and really look at the things that you're juggling, making sure all the balls that you're juggling are yours to juggle, that you're not taking on anybody else's emotional homework, understanding that yes, there is this is like an emotionally turbulent season, I feel like, for you guys, and you have a new way of processing or a new perspective in those emotions, and in regards to your spirituality. If you really allow yourself to budget your energy, you will experience a different kind of fulfillment. You'll experience like new chapters in your relationship, new kinds of fulfillment within togetherness, within your alone time, within your career. It's just like there are new cycles that want to come in. Excuse me. It's just a matter of you being honest about what you have the capacity to juggle, what you have the capacity to handle, Pisces. Excuse me. Final card, final message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One card, final message, please, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season 2021. 8 of Pentacles, and one did fall out, I'll tell you. It was the Knight of Swords. I like that. 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. I do feel like for some of you, I just heard, as soon as you get focused, this person wants to come back around. Or as soon as you get focused, this person starts to act right. Or this person is maybe somebody, some of y'all may be arguing about money, or there may be some radical shift in the policy of like payment or policy of work, or legalities changing. Some of you may have to be, there may be legal expenses that come in, Pisces, or really having to, you know, just deal with technicalities of things. This could be schoolwork. This could be stuff that's going on at your job. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements that's all of a sudden putting in work or disrupting your peace while you're finally working on yourself. But either way, hold fast. I feel like that's the season, or that's the word for Capricorn season. Hold fast. Oh, I gotta remember that. But either way, there is victory over whatever obstacles come in, or whoever comes in, whatever opposition comes in. There's victory because you've done the work to really integrate the shadow and the light. Because you're all too familiar with this shit, you know? The devil is sex, drugs, rock and roll, fucking STDs, music, passion, lust, BDSM, domination, but it's also power and autonomy and sovereignty and free will and the space between the stars. There is something so powerful about that shadow. And that's why it gets represented in the card about victory. Because once you are well acquainted with your shadow, it's just like you 8 Mile that shit. All that, okay, go watch 8 Mile. Pisces, you need to watch 8 Mile, because that may be something that's coming up for you, where you just have to like own your shit. You have to own your shit before anybody can ever say anything about you. It's just like, oh, and that's what I mean by like, you may need to 8 Mile that shit, where it's just like any kind of flaw or anything negative that anybody could even possibly say about you. There's something about like putting that shit on Jump Street, and it's not as a defense mechanism, just as like getting comfortable with your shadow so that nobody can ever like try to weaponize it against you. That's not for everybody. I love you. But bottom of the deck being, okay, I didn't mean to put as a Chariot, but I do feel like either way that's what it is. Pisces, I love you. This looks great, and this does feel like getting in motion. I just feel like there's a lot of action required. Only one major arcana out. The rest are minor, and so I do feel like your micro decisions are going to be really important for you to look at and focus. Like, if you really take the time to focus and get shit done in Capricorn season, Aquarius season looks quite triumphant. And you really getting closer to the goal. But I do feel like there is something in Capricorn season about trying again. Try again. Try again. And that's maybe what I'm gonna, is just like, try. Pisces, keep trying. Keep on trucking. I love you. You got this. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.